I want you to stop what you are doing and click the link I put at the very top of the description. That link takes you to Kinsta. I am asking you to click it right now because we are about to solve a mystery that drives website owners absolutely insane. If you don't use the hosting I am about to talk about, this specific problem will keep coming back to haunt you every 6 months. So open that link, keep it ready, and let's talk about the ghost in your machine. Here is the mystery. You have a slow website. You run a SEMrush site audit, and the performance score is terrible. The time to first byte is high, so you do the logical thing. You delete your plugins. You optimize your images. You strip the site down to the bare bones. You check the audit again, and it is still slow. You think, how is this possible? My site is empty. There is nothing left to delete. I am going to tell you exactly what is wrong. Your website isn't heavy on the outside. It is heavy on the inside. You are suffering from database bloat. Most people think of WordPress, a collection of files, images, themes, PHP files. But WordPress is actually a database. It is a giant spreadsheet called MySQL. Every time a visitor clicks on your homepage, your server has to read that spreadsheet to find the title, find the content, find the author, and find the publish date. When you first launch your website, that spreadsheet is clean. It has 10 rows. The server reads it instantly. But after a year, after 2 years, that spreadsheet is a disaster zone. Let me give you a specific example of the silent killer: post revisions. Let's say you write a blog post. It takes you 3 hours. You hit save draft 50 times while you are writing. You change a headline. You fix a typo. Did you know that by default, WordPress saves a copy of every single one of those drafts to you? You have one blog post. To your database, you have 51 blog posts. 50 of them are garbage, and 1 is real. Now imagine you have 100 articles on your site. If each one has 50 revisions, you actually have 5,000 rows of junk data in your database. When a user visits your site, the server doesn't know which row is the right one instantly. It has to sift through the garbage to find the content. This is a slow database query. This is why your SEMrush time to first byte is red. The server is spending 500 milliseconds just digging through the mess before it can even start loading the page. And it is not just revisions. It is spam comments that you marked as spam but never deleted. It is transients, temporary options created by plugins you deleted 3 years ago. I had a client whose database was 2 gigabytes in size. We cleaned it, and the actual data was only 100 megabytes. 95% of his brain was clutter. So, how do you fix this? If you are on cheap shared hosting, you have to fix this manually. You have to install a plugin like WP Optimize. But here is the problem. Running a database optimization plugin on a cheap server is dangerous. The optimization process is heavy. It takes a lot of CPU power to reorganize a massive database. I have seen people click optimize, and their cheap server times out in the middle of the process. The database gets corrupted, the site crashes, and because they didn't have a backup, they lost everything. It is like trying to perform brain surgery on yourself while riding a unicycle. It is not safe. This is why I use Kinsta. Go back to that link I told you to open. I want you to look at their features list. You will see something that says automatic database optimization. This is a game changer. Kinsta's system automatically scans your MySQL database. It looks for the bloat. It identifies the overhead. And then, once a week, it silently cleans it up in the background. It deletes the spam. It clears the transients. It organizes the tables. It does this automatically. You don't have to install a plugin. You don't have to click a button. You don't have to risk breaking your site. It is like having a maid who comes in and cleans your house while you are sleeping. You just wake up to a fast website every single day. And because Kinsta runs on Google Cloud's high-performance architecture, the database queries themselves are lightning fast. I took that client with the 2 GB database and migrated him to Kinsta. The automated system kicked in. It stripped out the junk. The SEMrush audit result was instant. The time to first byte dropped from 1 second to under 200 milliseconds. Why? Because we didn't change the content. We just organized the library. We made it easy for the server to find the book. If your WordPress dashboard feels sluggish, you know that feeling where you click post and it takes 3 seconds to load the list. That is database bloat. It is your site screaming for help. Don't ignore it. And definitely don't try to fix it with a cheap plugin on a cheap host. You are risking your data. You need a host that manages the database for you. So here is what I want you to do. Click the Kinsta link in the description. Sign up for a plan. Use their free migration service. As soon as your site lands on their servers, the optimization begins. You will feel the difference in speed immediately, not just for your visitors, but for you when you are working in the backend. A clean database is a fast database, and a fast database ranks on Google. Click the link. Let Kinsta clean up the mess and get back to creating content.